shopping in the city.
So, I think I may have overdone it with the black and purple for, well, my entire life. Your look serves you well, though.
I'm 10 years behind. Don't want the youths to think I'm not, up with the times.
The truth is the truth. We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
Hey, it's Dannon. Let's say hi.
Carla, you're looking well.
Would be a lot better if you find a way to fix this engine, Damon.
I haven't stopped trying, but all roads lead to a dead end. Sorry, I didn't mean...
Never mind. Glad you're all right in any case. Nice forge you've got here.
Best I've had in years. Mistress of the house lets me operate from here for a fair price. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy.
Good. Someone should be.
Could we see your wares?
Certainly. Shout if you need anything else.
Find all the remedy and alchemy ingredients you need at Bonecloak's Apothecary.
Hop, hop. Like that's your goat. Now there's a mug I won't soon forget. How's that noble stock treating you, eh? Better be good. Shrooms is why our customers came. We're out on our arses soon enough without it, I hope you know.
Are you glad to be back in Baldur's Gate?
Oh, sure. Cultists on the loose, a murderer hacking people to bits, and big metal freaks stomping hither, thither, and yon. Couldn't be more delighted.
How are you and Balin getting on?
He's wrecking my head, as always. Makes himself useful with a broom from time to time, at least.
It's Bonecloaks. I'm Balin. Hello. Nice to meet you. We sell all sorts of ingredients and goods.
Go on, Balin. Get on with it, then.
My God! Is that Fitz? Carlac Cliffgate? That can't possibly be you, can it? Fitz! If you want a sight for sore eyes. Where the hells have you been, girl? Last I heard you'd run off to Neverwinter, and that was what? 10 years ago? Neverwinter? Who told you that? Gortash. Said you didn't even give notice. Ha! That prick, but... Never mind that. Look at you. The years have been good to you. I won't lie. They have. Well, go on, girl. Tell me everything. First thing first. You saw the news, didn't you? About Archduke Gortash. Right. I'm sure the fox will make a great duke of the hen house. I think you were the only thing that kept him a little honest. After you left, things got dark, fast. I got out while my soul was still intact. Started working for an arms merchant. Still in the trade, as you can see. Like my fella Gregor that way. Been together 8 years now. And Carla, you've a little one on the way. Fitz! That's incredible! Congratulations! Mum life, huh? You're going to be incredible. Gods, I hope so. Even after all these years, it seemed to happen so fast. But now that you're back in town, you must come to ours. All of you. We'll have a good supper, catch up. You can meet Gregor. And the little one in a few months. Are the two of you together? Ew, no. Just mates. Very good mates. Oh, that's lovely. It's a pleasure to meet you. I can't tell you how good it is to see you, Fitz. I'd love to come have dinner with you and Gregor. We're in the city on some urgent business, but can I come find you when it's all settled? I'd love that. Meanwhile, if you're still in the business of intimidation, you should take a look at my stock. Great to have you back, Karlach.
Hope that wasn't a lie. I hope we do get to meet up with Fitz when this is all over. First step, save the city. Then, save myself. And last but not least, dinner with an old friend. What more could you ask for?
Huh?
It speaks a feline dialect called Mriar. It wants to know if you're its mother.
Sorry, I'll leave you be.
Would Sarah like some flowers? They do a wonder at brightening up a grave. I bring fresh ones to my husband's every few days.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm not. My husband was an arse. But he gave me 3 beautiful kids. So the old goat gets flowers. I get them up by Bloombridge. A druid lives that way, so you know they're extra fresh. Flowers every color of red.
You're not allowed to play here. It's not respectful.
We must play here. This is where they like to hide.
But it's not allowed. Why are you being stupid?
Is this part of the game?
You're going to be in so much trouble.
Brighten up a loved one's grave.
Come out, sister. I will find you.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot, the smell of death.
Sister always hides from me. She likes to play.
You're a bit old for hide and seek, aren't you?
Sister is older than me. She always likes to play. She hides in the ground, but I will find her.
Your sister is no more. Her soul has left this plane. If you like, we can pray for her.
No, she is just good at keeping still. She is the best at this game. I never win, except when she lets me.
He won't listen to me. I told him it's naughty to play in graveyards.
Hey, my folks are buried here. I'd love to pay them a visit. Here lie Pluck and Karlach Cliffgate. My parents. Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Sorry I haven't visited. I've been, away. But I'm back now, and I brought friends. I miss you so much. But I'm happy and getting up to some really important shit. Maybe you can see for yourselves. I don't know. You're with me here. Anyway. Taters.
Taters?
Meant I love you in the Cliffgate household. I can't even remember how it started anymore. Lost family law. There was a lot of silly nonsense in our house. My mates used to say we had our own personal language. I guess I'm the last remaining speaker. Mum used to say there was no such thing as death, that there was only change. Dad thought that was a load of woo, that gone meant gone unless you'd struck a deal with one of the gods. Said he had better things to do in life than beg favors off immortals. I'm not sure what I believe.
It's the ultimate mystery. There are many possibilities, but we'll never know until we get there.
Something to look forward to. Bit morbid, but true all the same.
Here lies Karlak Cliffgate, beloved wife and mother.
Death's blessings upon you.
I'm sorry for your loss, but it will be a 10-day before I can take your departed, maybe more. If you notice any odours before then, treat the body with jasmine, honeysuckle, whatever you can get.
There's some strange things happening in this graveyard.
I deal with the dead, but the Mortarch tends to them and the living who mourn them. If you have any concerns about strange goings-on, kindly speak to her. She patrols the graveyard. Good day.
Death's blessings upon you. I am Mortarch's sire, devotee of Kelemvor. I pray you find comfort among the dead, as I do. To rid ourselves of the coils of flesh is a beautiful thing.
My mum's down there. I put a candle in the box with her. She never likes the dark.
Oh, you? I know you. How delightful to meet in person. Though, you're shorter than I expected.
You have me at a disadvantage. I've no idea who you are.
My name's Estra Stir, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate, so our readers don't have to.
You work for the Baldur's Mouth Gazette, I presume?
You are quite correct. The best broadsheet around. I would certainly recommend picking up a copy in the near future. You are, after all, the star of the next Baldur's Mouth Gazette.
And what's the headline of that edition?
If I told you, you'd lose the fun of reading it yourself. It's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you.
Don't I get a say in this?
Darling, we can't let the readers decide what the content is. We've editors for that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've really said rather too much and written rather too little. Good day.
Baldur's Mouth is truly remarkable. I had thought the purpose of a broadsheet was to inform the people, but I see now that I was mistaken. Ink and paper are not as insidious as the voice of the Absolute, but they send out their commands all the same. Think this, feel that, hate them.
Propaganda is a dangerous weapon.
Yes. I am surprised the house matrons of Menzoberranzan have not discovered the power of the printing press yet. Paper spun from spider silk, everdark ink drawn from dragon scales, and nefarious lies dreamt in darkness. To kill one's enemies with a well-rounded phrase. That is true power.
Watch yourself in there. Sarky bastards, these writer types. 156, 157, 15... Oh, I'm sorry, can't chat. 15... Where was I up to?
You'd got up to 158.
Oh, thank Corellin. You're a lifesaver. 158, 159.
So glad you asked, Edvard.
Hey, cut it out, will you? I've got deliveries to manage.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story.
Yeah, I heard all about your article, and I want you to shut it down.
Well, you should have considered that before disgracing yourself in public. Not many enter our fine city and immediately start meddling in murder investigations. Curious, don't you think? The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the Fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over.
Who told you this nonsense?
I would never reveal my sources, and certainly not to the likes of you. Besides, you're too late. The headlines are loaded into the print works already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox populi, vox dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
Fine, but I'll be back.
Can't risk being in open view. If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
I'll fill that one later.
That might be worth a look.
You approach the printer, noting its ink splots and intricate cogs. Before you can get closer, however, it begins to speak.
Oi! Gormless! Over here! Thought I recognized you. Dolly was right. You aren't much of a looker.
How do you know Dolly?
We both love cheeky words. She does all the shouting, I do the writing. This is my paintbrush. I make sure everything that's in those big, ugly article blocks becomes fine printed artistry. I'm a master pensman, I am. Dolly can't stop talking about you. Hero this, hero that, hero here, hero there. Hello, hero. You know, there's some absolute filth about you in tomorrow's edition. Seeing as you were kind enough to free Dolly, how's about I do you a favor? Why don't we change the headline? We can load up something a bit less damaging for your reputation.
How do we do that?
Well, first, I've got to release the old nasty top story. Whoop, there. Now, you've got to find a new article to replace it.
I have an article. Let's get started.
How delightful.
The editor will be in for a surprise tomorrow.
Paper's printing right now, pal. Should be on the streets tomorrow.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you?
A wizard called Leroican is looking for you.
Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin?
All I know is that he's put a contract out for your capture.
Magicians and their machinations. I have had enough for an eternity. I will wring his neck until he's dead.
Let's take him down. Together.
Oh, his end will be one more strand in the great braid of our friendship.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts, all the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Leroican right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
Aelin left to face that wizard, Leroican, was it? Even after all she's been through, she thinks herself unstoppable, invincible. It all feels like recklessness to me.
Leroican can't harm her. Have faith.
He can harm her, just as Ketherick did. She'll survive it, but she can suffer like any of us, and for longer. I wanted to help her, but she said she fights better when she knows I'm safe. I understand, I suppose. I feel the same about her.
I'm going to help her in the fight against Leroican.
I'll rest a little easier if you do. You fought well against my father. I imagine a rat like Leroican will be nothing in comparison.
I must admit, some of the items here are quite marvelous.
I saw somebody go up to Baldur's Gate prices, though. Not worth it, if you ask me.
I shall be careful not to ask child.
Because they're made of fire.
Apparently.
What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the night song, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
My God. The night song is a person.
At last. There you are, my dear.
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aelin. And you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
Oh, my apologies, Dame Aelin. I meant no disrespect. I asked our mutual friend here to make an introduction that I might get to meet the famed daughter of Selûne. Forgive me for that impudence. Perhaps our friend can bridge the gap and do what I believe they came here to do?
I came to stop you, Leroican.
My steel-hearted friend speaks true. Give me one good reason, Magus, why I should not strike you down where you stand.
Dame Aelin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother Seluna, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years? You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason.
It's over for you, wizard. You can't overpower both of us.
A pity you didn't prove a more reliable ally. You could have reaped the rewards of my good favor. I'd hoped you to keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible. Boy, at the ready. Once I've taken control of the Aasimar, she must go directly into the caging runes.
No, Master Leroican. I would never have assisted you if I knew you planned such horrors. You lied to get the Night Song here. Made us all believe she was nothing but a relic. I have seen what true leadership can accomplish, but never under your tutelage.
Watch your tongue, you child. I could make it such that no wizard in the realm will touch you.
If they're all like you, I think that sounds like an excellent bargain.
Oh, face us, charlatan! We who detest you so!
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
Ready for battle.
Take you.
Leroican, you who would see me caged, you who would purchase my submission with profane gold. Let every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see. Dame Aelin is watching. She is indomitable. And when her face lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by its beauty! The Firehead Fool is dead.
Yet as I stare upon his corpse, I feel... sadness. Why?
What kind of sadness is it?
A gripping in the chest. As though I'd lost someone. Something. Paladin's fatigue, no doubt. You were excellent in battle, as is your way. And I am proud to fight at your side. And you, tiefling, you did not embarrass yourself. I will catch my breath, then to camp I will bring my bones. Moon Maiden be with you.
The Roaken is dead. The bastard is dead.
Are you all right?
I am. Now that the bastard's in bits. Leroican was a cruel and vicious man. By day, I'd tend the shop, but at night, he'd fire the most nonsensical questions at me. And for every one I answered wrong, he'd beat me. I could have killed him with my own 2 hands. But I kept thinking it was all a test. It had to be. I thought it was the price I had to pay to become a true wizard. I realize now he was just a sick, sick man.
He's dead now. It's over. And you've won.
I have. With your considerable help. I see things clearly now. If I wish to master the weave, I must do it myself. Thankfully, I have everything I need. Right here.
All hail Roland, master of Ramesses Tower.
Oh, I like the sound of that. I do indeed. I'll move Cal and Leah in immediately. The Roaken refused to let them stay here. They are gonna love the tower. I wouldn't have this, the tower, my family, without you. What can I do to thank you?
The city is under siege, from the inside out. I need allies.
And you'll have me. I'll learn everything I can about the tower in the meantime, even if I have to rip this place apart. But know this. Ramesses Tower and its master are now your friends. And when the time comes, we will stand by you as allies.
Dame Aylin has little to feel sorry about. Leroican would have inflicted a far worse fate on her given the chance.
Why does Elminster have such faith in you?
I've often asked myself the same question, and never really found a satisfactory answer. He clearly sees something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
Do you regret not using the orb when you had the chance?
I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing.
I expected Nightsong to be overjoyed after killing her fair-haired fool. Instead, she just seemed tired.
Worried you'll feel the same way when you kill Cazador?
Hardly. It's going to be the greatest moment of my life. The blood, the screaming. Just thinking about it makes me smile.
I don't get it. What's got Dame Aelin so down? I, for one, am delighted Leroican got what was coming to him.
As am I. But Dame Aelin has endured a great deal. She must be tired of killing evildoers.
I don't know. Isn't that what a paladin of Selûne does? Hope that good old Aelin holy fervor returns to her soon. I don't like to see her looking so lost.
Since we arrived in the city, I can't help but feel a little anxious. But I'm not sure I know why.
How can I help?
I don't think it's what happens if we fail that concerns me. We'll be beyond our worries at that point. I think what bothers me is what happens if we succeed. I've never been able to write my own future. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
It doesn't have to be a daunting prospect. Just dream about what you'd like.
Well, I want to save my parents, of course. Take them away. Far from Shah's influence. Someplace peaceful. Away from the city, perhaps.
Go on.
I'd like room for animals. Lots of them. All shapes and sizes, so long as they appreciate a warm fire and more affection than they know what to do with.
Don't stop now. What else?
I want to grow flowers. I want to be surrounded by colors every day. I'm tired of darkness.
Anything else?
Yes. I want to share it all with you. If you're willing.
Of course I'm willing.
Then it sounds like I have everything I need. More of life than I'd ever imagined possible without Shah.
Something on your mind?
You know exactly what's on my mind.
Floric accosted us in the lower city. What in the hells did you tell her?
Why, only the truth. That you bear the blame for the Duke's untimely demise. Such a loyal servant of the city, so eager to hear of your exploits. Tell me, darling, how is she?
Alive, no thanks to you. I convinced her to stand down.
What a relief. It would be a shame if she'd struck down the one and only blade. Alas, she misses the fallen Duke. Someone will need to step up in his absence. A man with the spirit of a dragon. His only son, perhaps.
Let's talk.
About the legend of Ansor.
It's not just a legend. It's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches are light, and Worm's eyes shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansor was Baldur's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid.
Don't downplay your achievements. The Shadow Curse would still hold sway if not for you.
One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance when none seems possible. Day after day, I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid, to be a leader.
You served the Grove well and found a worthy successor. No one can ask more of you.
Still, though, I cannot help but wonder if there was more I could have done. Perhaps, Oakfather willing, I may yet have the chance someday. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long. I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
You wish to consult me?
Why do you favor an alliance with Gortash?
He is the only authority figure in Baldur's Gate worth a damn. Even as the Elder Brain tears at the foundations of the city, he stands strong and looks for solutions. Better for us to be a solution rather than a problem for his steel watch to scrape off the street. It would be wise to return to him and pledge an oath of allegiance before he declares us enemies of the peace.
Leave Aelin to her sorrow. Likely the wizard only reminds her of all the other fools past and present who have sought to use her.
Ah, ally mine. We are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
My pleasure. He had it coming.
He did, and it came. Now, my friend, bask in your victory. I will do the same. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.